I've lived in Denton for over 24 years. I have been voting here for 2 decades. As we can see, I am real. I am here. I am talking to you.
If you're wondering why Daniel Moss is defending his existence, it's because of this list.
That's my first name. That's my last name.
Of thousands of voter registrations in Denton County being challenged as ineligible.
Finding out that I'm on some sort of hit list of people who shouldn't be voting. I was pretty pissed off.
How did Moss, a legally registered American voter in the state of Texas and a university administrator, end up having his voter registration challenged? Because of the efforts of one group.
Hi there, I'm Catherine Engelbrecht with True the Vote.
True the Vote, a right-wing organization fueled by the MAGA movement.
All of a sudden in certain states they found all these votes. A totally rigged election.
And the lies that the 2020 election was stolen with illegal ballots.
Welcome to the IV3 project. You have arrived in the nick of time.
This is the group's online training session for IV3, a user-friendly app pushed by True the Vote, recruiting and training thousands of private citizens on how to submit challenges to local election offices.
We've got to report what we can and get it as accurate as we can, and it is making an enormous impact.
Adding up to about 700,000 challenges to voters across the country so far. Documents obtained by CNN show many of them use the exact same language. Daniel Moss's challenge came from someone he doesn't even know.
I want to say it was Nancy.
Nancy lives in the same county and single-handedly sent in thousands of challenges this year. We asked around for her.
I'm trying to talk to Nancy.
But she did not come to the door.
Nancy sends me something every day.
Frank Phillips is Denton County's elections administrator. As November looms, it's not just Nancy sending in challenges now.
There have been days where I've received a couple of thousand names.
Isn't it overwhelming to get thousands of names every day?
It can be. I've had to look each of those voters up one by one. Roughly 75 to 80% of the names they give me, we have already dealt with.
And the rest of the names?
Well, you would catch them anyway. There's safeguards built into the whole system for any issue you can dream of.
Meaning any of these questionable voters, like the people who have moved away, the system would eventually catch them anyway. More than a dozen election officials CNN spoke with say they're getting the same challenges, many from IV3 users, when there's already a system in place that prevents fraud. But that's not stopping the leader from claiming this.
In the space of elections, the fraud has been institutionalized.
True the Vote is based in Texas.
First, we went to try and find True the Vote's office location, the one it lists on its website as well as federal tax forms. But we didn't find a brick and mortar office. Instead, we ended up here at a post office with a bunch of P.O. boxes. Next, we came here to this strip mall that the state of Texas lists as the current address for True the Vote. But looks like it's a business that files income taxes, and it's a functioning office, but no True the Vote.
These mass voter challenges are definitely a page out of the election denial playbook. But there is a bigger picture impact on our democracy, which is that weakening trust in elections and creating an environment where you can cast doubt or question the results of an election after the fact.
Back in Denton County, Daniel Moss will be allowed to vote. Elections Administrator Frank Phillips found the challenge was wrong. For the people who are making all these endless challenges, he's chosen patience and education.
In their mind, they think, hey, you've got thousands of people on your rolls that shouldn't be there, which turns out not to be the case. They come in with a preconceived notion. My job is to explain reality.
Kyung joins us now. So, Kyung, we saw that you never actually found the True the Vote office. Did you ever manage to reach anyone there?
Oh, we did reach them electronically, and they did send us a statement, and it says about its app, quote, it has developed a specialized processes, technologies, and methodologies that have been affirmed by experts and courts, but they wouldn't specify who those experts in courts are, nor would they answer specific questions from CNN. We did speak with election administrators across this country who say a lot of the challenges coming from this app are just repetitive and sometimes, as you saw in our story, Anderson, flat out wrong. Despite all this, the 2020 election and all of the information and misinformation surrounding it has been a cash windfall for True the Vote. In the last 3 years of publicly available records, True the Vote has pulled in some $12 million. That's despite having, as you saw, no offices and only a handful of staff.